this video, I'll provide a review of my stock portfolio and the dividends I received during the month of February. I'll also discuss any stocks that I've bought or sold this month, and I'll also discuss my income and expenditure for my rental property investments. My stock portfolio currently stands at £24,749.96 invested. The markets are down overall at the moment, but I don't look at the market value as it's not relevant to me and my goals. I'm only interested in the dividends the portfolio receives. I'm never looking to sell a single stock to take out of my portfolio. I don't like the stress of having to choose when to sell, so my strategy is just to buy and hold solid dividend-paying companies. I do have a video explaining my approach in full if you're interested. There has been some movement again in my portfolio this month. I got 3 shares of Apple, 2 shares of Verizon, 3 shares of Waste Management. I did a recent stock review video on Waste Management if you'd like to check that out. I bought 10 shares of the HDLG ETF. I got 15 shares of HSBC. I'm not sure if I'm going to hold HSBC in the long term, but I just wanted to average down a bit more, and I am hopeful of their dividends starting again this year, along with other UK banks. I got 8 shares of GlaxoSmithKline, 5 shares of the VHYL ETF, 5 shares of the VUSA ETF, and finally 8 shares of the VOOC ETF. I also sold out of 5 positions as I look to further trim down the number of holdings in my portfolio. I sold out of NatWest. I am very heavy in UK banks and I just want to trim this down. I also sold out of Page Group as I'm just not sure of the long-term prospects of the company. It's a recruitment business, but I feel like there's a lot of competition out there and I don't think their moat is strong enough for me at the moment. There isn't anything that really sets it apart from competitors. I also sold out of Prudential. Again, as with NatWest, this is just trimming down my UK financial stocks. And I sold out of Rio Tinto, as if I'm being honest, I don't think I understand the company well enough, and bought this off a recommendation without doing my own research, which isn't advisable. There's a similar story for why I sold out of WPP too. I just don't think I understand the company well enough. All of the proceeds from the sales were used towards funding the purchases this month. So after all of the buys and sells, this means that the overall yield for my portfolio as a whole currently sits at 3.63%, which equates to £729 per year in predicted dividends, or £60.75 per month. This month I've actually received £35.48 in dividends from 8 different stocks. There is always going to be a discrepancy between my actual dividends received and my predicted dividends, just due to the timing of me purchasing shares and being eligible through the ex-date for the dividends. I received £8.63 from AbbVie, 62p from Apple, £10.32 from AT&T, £1.89 from the Bank of New York, £6.31 from British Tobacco, £3.90 from JP Morgan, £2.26 from Realty Income, and £1.55 from Verizon. You can see from the graph that this is a nice increase from this time last year in February 2020, where I earned £11.32. This is really motivating for me and shows good progress. I'm averaging £42.36 per month since I started my investing journey. The next goal is to hopefully push through the £50 per month average. My ultimate target is to eventually earn £100 per month consistently, and I think that would really help kickstart the compounding effect. At the current yield, I would need around £33,000 to hit this. As always, all dividends stay in the portfolio and are used to purchase more shares. My portfolio has earned a total of £593.10 in dividends since I made my first share purchase in December 2019. By reinvesting the dividends, this has grown my portfolio from £24,156.86 to £24,749.96, which is a growth of around 2.46% so far. I expect this percentage to get larger over time as more dividends are received and then reinvested. I also invest in property and currently own 3 in total. I live in 1 and I rent 2 out. My 1-bedroom apartment is tenanted for £700 per month, and the 2-bedroom apartment is tenanted for £800 per month. So what did the finances look like this month from the properties? With both properties being tenanted, I received £700 in rental income for the 1-bedroom and £800 for the 2-bedroom. I've not had too many outgoings this month compared with previous months. So for the 1-bedroom property, £84 including VAT was spent on the management fee, and £230.61 was spent on the mortgage. For the 2-bedroom property, £86.40 including VAT was spent on the management fee, and £300.20 was spent on the mortgage. This leaves a total profit of £385.39 for flat 1 and a profit of £413.40 for flat 2. So both together, that's a combined profit of £798.79. As always on this channel, I want to be open and honest about my progress, and if you watched my December and January reviews, you'll have seen my properties made a loss for both months. This was due to paying one-off maintenance fees and furniture fees, alongside paying the management agency a fee for finding me a new tenant. As I mentioned last month, I wasn't too worried about this, as this happens a lot as a landlord. I tend to have a month or two where it feels like I'm spending a fortune, and then you have a few months with no extra spend, which boosts your cash reserves. Money management is really important to make sure that you've always got enough cash to cover any of these expenses. But as a qualified accountant, I'd hope that I should be able to manage this. So if we total up my dividend income and my rental income, this gives me a profit of £834.27 in total for the month. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and found it interesting and informative, and I hope it's given you inspiration and ideas for your own personal finances. If you have, then please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thanks again for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.